Hi, I'm Simon with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to repair your appliance. Are you ready? Remember, anytime you work on your appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we'll show you how to replace the defrost heater in an LG refrigerator. It's going to be very easy repair. Should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. For this job, we're going to need a Phillip screwdriver, a flat-blade screwdriver, small flat-blade screwdriver, a pair of side cutters, and a pair of needle nose pliers. When you open up the package, you're going to get a new defrost heater. This defrost heater is located behind the cover panel inside the freezer, wrapped around the evaporator coils. When energized during the defrost cycle, the heater melts the frost off of the evaporator coil, preventing icing of the coil. If the temperature in the freezer and in the fresh food sections is higher than normal and there is ice buildup on the rear panel in the freezer, check and replace the defrost heater if needed. To get to the part, we need to open the freezer door. Next, we're going to remove these three baskets, three drawers. Slide out, lift up, and pull out. So the next step is to take out these shelves. We're gonna put your left hand here, or you can put your right hand there, and kick it up. And then we're gonna slide it in and remove the shelf. So I'm going to repeat the same procedure with two other shelves here. So the bottom shelf is installed differently. We need to do instead of left side, the right side. So I'm going to kick it up. Oop, it comes out. Next, I'm going to remove this light lens. There's a tab at the bottom. I'm going to just push it up slightly and then lift it up, and we'll disengage these two tabs on the top. Next, I'm going to take out the light bulb. It just unscrews counterclockwise. Next, I'm going to remove this duct at the top of the freezer compartment. We need to take out these two screw covers, and I'm using the this small flat blade screwdriver. Gonna place it into this little gaps here and pry out one and pry out the second one. So now when we have these two screws exposed, I'm using a Phillip screwdriver. Gonna insert it in the opening and take out the screws. Now we can remove this air duct. I'm going to pull it down and pull it out. Alright, now we're going to remove this single Phillip screw here using a Phillip screwdriver. So next we're going to remove this cover panel. I'm going to use the flat blade screwdriver, and we're going to unclip four clips that are marked with the four arrows on the panel. So I'm going to proceed with prying out panel. Right down, you're supposed to be able to pull this up and off. If it's not going out, then we've got to help it with the flat blade screwdriver. I'm going to pry it out. We have two tabs here at the bottom. As you can see, they lock in. I'm going to turn it over. Now I'm going to unplug this, and I'm going to remove the harness from under the clips. And remove this cover panel out of the fridge. Next, I'm going to remove this fan motor bracket. I'm going to use this flat blade screwdriver. I'm going to open the clips here, and I'm going to pull out the bottom first and slide it down So we can clear this plug and expose the plug at the back. I'm going to press on this locking tab and unplug this. And now we can remove the fan motor bracket assembly. Next step is taking out these two top rails on the right side. Each of them is held in place by a single Phillips screw. I'm using the Phillips screwdriver, and we're going to take it out. And I'm going to pull it forward and remove it. See, it's held in place by that clip at the back that interlocks in this cutout. I'm going to do the same thing here. There's a Phillips screw, and I'm going to take it out. And I'm going to pull this forward and disengage it. All right, next we're going to remove this cover panel. I would like you to look at the back, and you will see 4 arrows on each side that shows where the locking clips are. So what my plan is to undo only right side, and then we can just slide out the left side. The top one I'm going to do without any tools. I'm going to bend it slightly and pull it out. I'm going to open the fresh food door so I can reach in better without stretching my back. And this is our second arrow. I'm going to place flathead screwdriver in, and I'm going to push it aside and pull it out same time. And now I'm going to slide it out. All right, so we got 2 zip ties that we have to cut off using the side cutters. Be careful, don't cut the harness. Now I'm going to undo this retainer clip. Free the harness. So we need to unplug this rear plug. The locking tab is at the back. Press it in and pull it out. All right, so after we unplug that, we need to free the harness. So we got 4 zip ties holding it. So we're gonna, and this also retainer clip. So we need to cut off the 4 zip ties. Be very careful. Do not damage the aluminum tubing. Otherwise, then you will be screwed for good. And then we're going to open this one. Let's use the side cutters and go for it. And that would be our first one. Next, I'm going to remove the single black wire from that clip over there. It has a cut in the middle there, so we can just squeeze it out. All right. Then we follow the wire. All right, so using the side cutters, I'm going to clip off this zip tie. And I'm going to free the wire. And moving down. And now we're going to switch the sides, and we've got a couple more zip ties. One is right there in the upper corner. I need to reach in there. All right, so next thing we're going to cut these 2 black wires. Make sure that this is the wires that goes to the defrost heater. Now I'm going to trace it down from that plug at the back. Make sure that this is the right wires. This one on the left, this is defrost heater, and on the right, we're going to go down. That the black wire is going to the defrost heater. So next I'm going to use the side cutters, and I'm going to snap these wires off right there. And next I'm going to take out the plug. There's a locking tab is at the back, so push it in and pull it out. Next, I'm going to pull out the wires. Next, I need to bend this open so we can take out the heater using a needle nose pliers. I'm going to grab that and bend it. All right, it's free now. Then there's one more tab here. I'm going to bend this out. There's one more clip here on the left, right there. I'm going to use the same pliers. I'm going to bend this, bend it away. Then we're switching the sides, going to the right. All right, so this is the tab that we're going to bend. See if we can pull out the heater. All right, so I'm gonna pull out the heater. So this thick wire will clear the clamp. And now I'm going to open the clamp and remove the wire. All right, so this is our old defrost heater. And before we're proceeding any further, we need to remove this clip that holds that heater together, because when it gets hot it may deform. So easily remove it by pushing this apart like that. This is the old defrost heater next to the new one. If you don't have this part, you can get it from appliancepartspros.com. Before installing this heater, we need to put this retainer clip on. Very easily done. Place it on and push it to lock. Just like that. So now we're going to take it and install it into the freezer. Alright, so let's bring the new defrost heater into the compartment. We're going to lay it down for the time being, and we're going to start with putting the harness in. We're going to start with this clip over there on the left, and then we're going to pull it on the side on the left and right. I'm going to squeeze this harness wire into the clip over there. I'm going to open that clip, slide that harness in, and I'm going to put it right between the coils here. And we're going to place it all the way to the top of the evaporator. I'm going to end it up here. Now I'm going to pull the heater up by pulling the harness. Right now I'm going to install this right side. I'm going to pull slightly on the coil out, and then I'm going to push this in between the coils. All right, next I'm going to lift it up here, put it on this clip over there, press it in, and I'm going to bend this clip down. Then over there we have one more clip here, and I put it in. I'm going to use the needle nose pliers, and I'm going to bend this down so we can close that heater in that particular spot like that. And now I'm going to bend this one with the same needle nose pliers. Alright, so that will restrain the heater on the right side. And now we're going to install the harness on the right side. I'm going to put it here between the coils. Also this harness too. Alright, now I'm going to plug this one in, it goes directly behind this plug. So I'm gonna take this one out. There's a tab on this left side. Disconnect that. I'm gonna plug this one in and plug this one in. Now I'm going to install this harness into the holder here. Slide in and twist it. Alright, so it's secured. Alright, now we're going to cover up the evaporator coil. We're going to install the panel. The left side goes in first. And we're going to put in the clips. Clip them on. So now everything is in a reachable distance. We can close the right side door. And now we can install the rails. And that clip at the back will go into the cutout. And I'm going to push it back. Slide it back. And now I'm going to secure it with the Phillip screw. And now I'm going to install the upper one. Same way. That goes in there. The clip into the cutout, push it back, and I'm gonna put the pin into the hole in the wall here, and the screw goes in, and I'm gonna tighten it using the Phillip screwdriver. And now we're gonna install this fan motor assembly. I'm going to plug it in first. Make sure it's plugged. I'm gonna bring it up. I'm going to go behind that plug on the top, and then I'm going to bring the bottom in and press it in. Alright, I'm going to bring in the cover panel, and we're going to install it. Next, I'm going to plug it in. And next, I'm going to install the harness under the clips here. Now I'm going to bring up the panel and place it in. Alright, the bottom goes first in. We have the two tabs that locks in. And I bring up the top. And I'm going to push it in to lock the sides. And after we install the top panel, we're going to secure it with these Phillip screw. And I put it in, and using a Phillip screwdriver, I'm going to tighten it. Next, I'm going to install the air duct, and I place it over here. Next, I'm going to secure the air duct with the couple of Phillip screws using the Phillip screwdriver, the one we used to take them out. Okay, I'm now going to install this screw covers. We need to put it this way. The tabs on the sides. One. And the other one, also tabs on the sides. Now I'm going to install the light bulb. I'm going to place it in and turn it clockwise. And next I'm going to install these light lens. I'm going to put this two tabs on the top into the slots at the back here, and put it down. We're going to start installing the shelves now with the bottom one. And I'm going to slide this into the openings on the left, then bring it down on the right and push it in. Alright, so we've got 3 shelves left. They look very similar, but the one that goes on the bottom is a little deeper. So I'm going to keep that in mind. So we choose one which is a little deeper, longer. And we're going to start with left side. We're going to place it in, lift up the right side, match the holes, and lock the shelf. So bring another shelf and this one goes from the top, and slide the left side, bring down the right side, measure the holes, slide it to the right, press it down. The next one. Right, now I'm going to install these baskets, the drawers. I'm going to place, start from the bottom up on the rails and push in. Place it on the rails. And push in. And the last one. And now we can close the freezer door. Plug the fridge back in and make sure it's cooling. Thank you for being a part of another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. For any of your future appliance repair projects, please check out our other videos available on our site, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram.